Hello, everyone. This is Mariana, creator of the Daynamics Show, and your guide to remind you to align with your own dynamic well being every day. Today, we are focusing on our unscripted and unpredictable off the cuff recording titled, What is this holiday season all really about? And the new year. So, again, like usual, not quite sure what the full exact title will be, but I do know that that's what we'll be talking about today. And it will really plant the seed so you can become more mindful about these topics. So, let's start. We have a question for our listeners. When it comes to the holiday season, how are you? Like, how are you getting through? Now, most of us know that the holiday season is usually based around, especially this time, this is December, based on cultural and religious stuff that come up for this time of year. But regardless of whether you have those cultures or beliefs, we tend to get into the holiday spirit. It's when Christmas comes along and then a new year comes along, and new year usually brings new energy. For what I've been taught as a young person to know, it's like, what do you want for new year? What do you want for, first of all, it's like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want? Especially as a young kid when you're growing up, I remember getting the Sears catalog, and now it's probably like an online thing, or go to Amazon or something like that for your online catalog, whatever means in which that you decide. So say if you have kids or you have a partner, you have something. It's so convenient now, and now that COVID's gone through, and even though it still exists, it's not as predominant as before, where it's just easy to shop online. It's easier sometimes to just not go out to the stores or the malls or whatever, to just go, "Oh, this is what I want." Or you do some research ahead of time online, and then you go out to try to find it in person to make sure that it's what you want. So how do you look at the holidays, to our listeners? Like, how do you deal with it? Is it a happy time? Is it a sad time? Is it a time of self-reflection? Is it a time where if you have a job, you may have some time off? Or maybe you're busier because it is the holidays, depending on, again, what your profession might be, or what your situation might be, or if you're traveling to see family or friends, or vice versa. Any of the holidays, and I guess not just the Christmas and New Year's holidays, like, recording can reflect probably to any of the holidays. Like, is it a joyous time for you? Or is it a balance of joy and a bit of stress? Is it a happy time? Is it a sad time? Like, what is your emotional well-being during these holidays? So there's so many things that come up around the holidays, and we note here, with because we have listeners from all across the world, that this time of the year means something different for, different cultures, different religions, different people, different groups. And so, although we do try to be more universal in our podcasts, I am going to focus a little bit today on this off the cuff, just around Christmas and the new year. There could be some concern or stress or challenge to find that perfect gift. If you do exchange gifts at that time, like I said, for Christmas, or the perfect toy that your kid or kids may want, or What is it that you're going to give to your partner or your friend or your whatever? And that if you're one of those people that get your shopping done right after Christmas is done for the following year, like hats off to you. Or they do it throughout the year when there's different sales, perfect. And then there's those that look forward to the new year too, because it's, again, what I've been taught is like, it's like setting a new vibration. And if you're into numbers and numerology and all that stuff, like certain numbers add up to certain things and holds a different vibration. I do love numbers, and we've had some recordings and some blogs about numbers and numerology and the energy it holds and what universally people have said certain numbers represent. Now, I love numbers that mean something to me, but when I look at 2024, 2 plus 2, 4 plus the 4, so it ends up being an 8, which is about financial security, financial prosperity. 8 is a very, like I said, full of, like, money, and regardless of what you think about it, just do this test this year, like, think, "Okay, this is gonna be my year of financial well-being, financial prosperity." I'm receiving things from both known and unknown places. So that's what they said it meant, so let's just be influenced by that and hold on to that and look for the ways in which prosperity, like I said, will come to you in known and unknown ways, in ways in which you can create it to have more prosperity, to even finding as simple as a dime or a nickel or a dollar bill or $100 bill or whatever it might be, a necklace, an earring that's worth something, a receiving of a card or a thank you or someone doing something to you or offering you something or a set, like some kind of session. Like we, at the end of the year, to our active listeners, we give away certain guidance sessions. It's for those that have subscribed to our podcast, and it's really helped them because sometimes people just need an ear and sometimes people need to have a very, like, clear and concise, different perspective. We want 2024 to be the best for you, the best year yet. And what is your 2024 mantra? What is your goal for 2024? Like, I know there's probably a whole lot of it, but what else for you? What else for the new year? Because everything is possible. You don't have to wait until 2024, but some people are just at the end of the year, they're a little tired, they're doing whatever, they might have some time off and they're like, "Okay, this gives me a time to refocus, reset, and decide how I wanna move forward going forward." Words like allowing more and aligning with and accepting and affirming and appreciating more and all that stuff are great things. A lot of people grab a journal too, and they just start being more one with aligning with their well-being. Because again, we're here to remind you always to align with your own dynamic well-being. If you forget or haven't been to our website or are not fully clear about what dynamic means as a way in which we use it in our podcast, it's defined as capable of action and open to change and development and progress and new experiences and always learning and constantly growing and positive in attitude and full of energy and new ideas within different interactions, always becoming more or better or different or growing, energetic, spirited, powerful, vigor, advancing yourself and evolving. So there are a lot of words there, but it's all about sort of the essence of moving forward all the time. And people don't look at themselves as dynamic because it's always been like, "Oh, there's someone that's coming in and they're full of life and energy and, and they're growing and they're positive in their attitude and then they sort of, the essence of who they are comes through to everyone and especially when they're a group or they're a speaker or they're whatever, they're like, "Oh, that just has that energy and they're dynamic and whatever." But we all are. Not all the time. Even those things that people call those people that others call dynamic are not dynamic all the time. My daughter's dad used to be a comedian and a speaker, and yeah, they're on stage and they put that on stage hat on, absolutely dynamic, and then off stage, they're just like regular people again. So some people know how to change that really fast, given, again, when needed. There's always this dynamic energy that is yours to use, so how are you gonna use it? So when you're thinking of these holidays, when you're thinking about being around family or friends or whatever you're doing for the holiday, even if you're by yourself, like, how are you gonna use this dynamic energy that is yours to use? All of this stuff, all of that I just shared, how are you going to use it? It's a personal thing. I can't tell you in this way how to do that for you. We have lots of blogs and recordings that can give you suggestions of how you can use this dynamic energy, but that is an individual thing. I can say things like resetting, meditating, being out in nature, listening to music, watching your favorite show, taking a bath, reading a book that you like, whatever it might be that aligns you to your own dynamic well-being. Because once you're aligned, that's what people don't get. Once you're aligned, you actually attract things to you. Now, I do believe that there is no assertion, there's attraction always. People are like, "Well, why was this done to me?" or "Why was this?" But it's you have to think of what are you thinking about? What are you feeling about? And not only giving lip service. So I talked to my friend yesterday, and I remembered those words. You can give lip service to anything. And at the end of the day, it's really about not lip service. It's about the vibe, the energy that you're holding, the thoughts that you think. Someone can say, "Oh, how you doing?" And you go, "Oh, yeah, I'm good." But you're not good, and the energy behind that is not good. Now, I get knowing affirmations to try to change that around, but if you're going, "I am good," and you're not feeling good, well, then you just contradicted yourself. You sorta like, that plus and minus where it, like, clears each other out. But when you can say and affirm things like, "I affirm whatever, I accept, I am open to, I welcome, I embrace, I am willing to receive." Because you're always wanting to go to where you wanna be, not where you've been. Your past is your past. It's only made you who you are right now, and really your power is always in this moment, and I will continue to say that like I always do. Your power to align with your own dynamic well-being is always in this moment. Let that be one of the big reminders for your holiday season. So if you need to take a breath once in a while and just go, I'm just open to just like being in balance during this holiday season. I mean, I guess that's one of our take-home tools or some of our take-home tools is find that verbiage, find that mantra, find that whatever feels good to you, but always make it in the affirmative. Don't be going like, I don't want things to go bad. That's not an affirmative statement. You're not telling the universe, I don't want things to go bad, because whether it's a a positive or negative, the universe is gonna give it to you. It's gonna attract it to you. Let's always make our affirmative statement going through the holidays and into this new year as to what do you want? Who do you want to be? How do you want 2024 to be for you? That might change throughout, so don't worry if you have to change it. And we wish everyone a happy holiday season. More than just a happy holiday season and a new year, it's more about a meaningful holiday season, an aligned holiday season, a dynamic holiday season. But not just the holidays and not just into the new year, but every day. That's what we say every day. And we have so many resources on all of our different websites that we have. Go research a little bit. Do what serves you, find what serves you, and then you will be more balanced and you will be more excited about life as you are aligned. You have the universe behind your back, or whatever your religious belief or cultural belief might be. You are supported, you are loved always. As we close up my final thoughts and recap, I think I just shared that, so I won't say it again because you know. But we do trust that what has been shared in this recording today just reminds you the importance of aligning with your own dynamic well-being. Again, whether it's at the holidays or whether it's mid-year, just every day is important, or at the least being on the path to it. So we have lots of great shows coming up and lots of great past recordings, so go see what serves you, and also visit us at daynamicshow.info and explore our other great resources and products. Oh, and I do need to add that all materials are copyrighted and are for informational purposes. So until we meet again, thank you for listening. Not only make it a dynamic day, but make it a dynamic 2024, and we'll see you on the other side.